They want to go out there and they want to rub shoulders with all these people. And the thing is that sometimes you just have to sit still and let God do what God's going to do, because God will do the blessing. It says when He is lifted up, He will do the drawing. So in our own pride or our own life and our own flesh, many times we try to make things happen. I'm going to tell you that just do the right thing. Just do you. And so the lepers who were out of bounds, they didn't know what, we don't know how they knew who Jesus was. But they did know. And so I have a message for all of the super saints. I mean, folks, we don't have any super saints in here. But just because someone is out of bounds does not mean that they do not know Him. Yes. I will say that one more time for the people upstairs. Just because someone is out of bounds does not mean that they do not know Him. And I want to say another message for the super saints out there. Just remember, there was a time where you were out of bounds too. If I had to stand here while my past was played on this screen, I probably would get very uncomfortable. The reason why I preach from a transparent place is because I am not perfect. I'm just a testament of God's grace and His mercy. But we have to realize just because someone is out of bounds does not mean that they do not know of Him. And our job as believers, and just because someone is out of bounds, our job is to make sure that they get to know Him in a greater capacity. That they have a genuine relationship with Him. Because you have to realize that they're only one experience away. They're only one decision away. I tell people all the time that you're only one decision away from changing the rest of your life, catapulting you towards a greater future, to your destiny. Only one decision away. And the thing is, we need to make sure that we make the right decisions. And if they're out of bounds, they know their struggles. And they know where they're falling short. But yet they called out in a loud voice, Jesus, Master, have pity on us. The first thing that I want to talk about when if you're out of bounds or you know someone out of bounds, is the power of progress. The power of progress. They called on the one true God who can do something. And realizing that they're only one experience away, one decision away. They called Him Jesus, but not only Jesus, but they called Him Master. Master is a sign saying that I'm surrendering, realizing that it is you, Lord, who has ultimate control of my life. People say, okay, well, people who may have known me 5 years ago or even 3 years ago, they say, well, you're different. Yeah, I'm different. Because I made a conscious decision to say, okay, now I'm not okay with you just being Jesus. Well, Lord, I need you to be Master. And when He becomes Master, there's some things that you can't do when He's mastering your life, because when you truly are submitted and committed to Him, then your life will look different. We're talking about the power of progress. They call Him Master. He has ultimate control. I'm not perfect. I'm one decision from the back row. One decision. I'm not perfect. I'm one decision from going to jail. I'm one decision from being a deadbeat dad. I'm one decision from being a horrible father. I'm one decision from being a complete hypocrite. One decision away. And the thing that I always tell people is that when you break your life down, and sometimes people say, okay, what I want to do is, I'm not saying that you can't have your long-term goals, but you need to first break down, what am I doing today? Life is based off of one decision at a time. One decision at a time. I'm one decision from being out of bounds. One decision. And that's why I say, that's why none of us can be super saints, because we're all one decision away from everything that we built, everything that we worked hard for, everything that we've been trying to do. One decision away from all of it being thrown in the trash. When you think about that, that keeps you humble. Realizing, the Lord, I said, Lord, never let me forget, just because I'm doing what you've called me to do, Lord, don't let me forget there was a time and there was a place. One decision away. We have to realize. But see, when you break your life down to that micro level, you truly see who is the master. Who are you serving? Yourself? Or are you truly serving God? I made the decision that Jesus, master, do something with my life. Because I was tired of being out of bounds. They were on the outskirts of a village, but they weren't able to partake of what's going on in the village. I said, God, I'm tired of just glancing at my purpose. God, I'm tired of just being close to what you have for me, God. I'm tired of just hearing and being able to see others going on and do great things, God. I want to be able to partake. And the thing is, you can't partake where you are. You have to continue to make progress. And the progress starts with one decision. Verse 14 says, when he saw them, he said, go, show yourselves to the priests. As they went, they were cleansed. Verse 14. When he saw them, he said, go show yourselves to the priests. And as they went, they were cleansed. I want to focus on the first part. It says, when he saw them. Aren't you happy that he sees you? It doesn't matter where you are. It does not matter where you've been. He sees you. He knew that you would be here today. Why? Because he sees you. He knew that he would give me this message today. Why? Because he sees you. Because he sees us. The reason why I can preach today is because he sees you. The power of progress is realizing that you are not an afterthought, that he still sees you, that he still has a plan. Why does he still have a plan? Because he still sees you. Not for where you are, but what he has spoken into your life. He sees you when you're in your mess. He saw you when you were losing your mind. He saw you when you were confused. He saw you when you were hurt. He saw you when you were alone. He saw you when you were mad at the church. He saw you. He sees you, church, when you're having financial problems. He saw you when you're having marital problems. He saw you when you're having any type of issues. He saw you. He sees you when you thought that you could not go on. He saw you. The good thing is that he continued. He still sees you. Look at your neighbor and say, he sees you. Look at your other neighbor and say, he sees you too. He told them, go, show yourselves to the priest. Go, show yourselves to the priest. So the first instruction was, go to church. In those times, the only way that you could be confirmed of being healed from leprosy was by way of the priest. So it says, as they went, they were healed. See, there's times where God delivers people instantaneously. But there's other times where you have to walk out your deliverance. I thank God for the power of progress. I'm not the same person I was last year. Thank God for that. I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but thank God I'm not where I used to be. Why? Because of the power of progress. The power of progress. As you decide to go forward, things start lining up. I don't remember when it all changed. I don't remember when it all changed. I remember my parents asked me to be a preacher. You need to be a pastor. You need to be a pastor all my life. And I said, no. And even when I said yes, I still had a no in my heart. Why? Because I saw firsthand things that made it unappealing to me. But the thing is, I was looking at today when I was preparing this message, I was jaded and I was walled off to people inside the congregation because I seen all the first-hand bullets and things that my parents saw I had on a first-hand basis, had a front row view. But then I was like, God, when did it change? I don't remember when my heart shifted. I don't remember when my heart began to break for the things that break his heart. I don't remember when the actual moment. And God said, because you said yes, and I'll take care of the rest. So as they were on their way, they were being healed. I'm saying sometimes God heals you instantaneously, and sometimes you have to walk it out. And the thing is, the longer that you walk, the more progress that you make. One day you'll turn around and say, how did I get here? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how I got in this position. The power of progress. I'm not the same man that I used to be. You're not the same person that you used to be. God, I can vividly remember being out of bounds. How did I get in bounds? And it said the power of progress. The power of progress. The thing is that we have to give a yes and we have to go all in going forward. Jesus required them to have some actionable faith. It says, as they went, they were healed. It said, by the time they got there, it said, go show yourself to the priest. And it says, as they went, they were healed. You're saying, what are you saying, Pastor? I said that I'm headed towards everything that God has for me. Where are you going? I'm on my way taking back all the territory that I've given up to the enemy. Where are you going? I'm getting my family back, and I'm getting my finances back, and I'm getting my mind back, and I'm getting clarity in my life back. I'm taking my purpose back. I'm taking my destiny back. As I go, it may not look like it. I may still look a little familiar, and I can still see my path. But as I go, because I'm making progress, the power of progress. One step, one decision. The power of progress. I'm after my healing. I'm after my restoration. Where you at? I'm after all the things that God has promised me. I'm going places. And guess what? I'm going places too. And by the time you get there, everything that you went through, we talked about a whole series about trust the process. And by the time you get there, you'll be able to look back and say, God, I understand why you had to say no, God. And I know now, God, that a no does not mean it could be just a delay or denial.